Hello, my dear friends and fellow helpers. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start a brand new series in which we will do hands-on on Omstudio platform. In this series, we will figure out, or we will say, we can implement different components, or you can say out of the box components which is provided by Omni Studio, and we'll learn out how different things works in our Omni Studio platform. So before beginning our journey, so let me just tell you how you can spin a training org. So this is the link you can, or you can say template URL, by the help of which you can come to this page. So in this page you have to fill your name, email address, and company name, and then you have to click sign me up. So once you click sign me up, what it will do, it will create a new training org and it will send the credentials in your email box. Don't worry, I will paste this URL in description so that you all guys can spin up your training org and then do the hands-on along with me or whenever you get time. So I have already created one org over here and the org is already set up for me. So now since this is our introduction series, or you can say introduction video. So today we will simply create one flex card and see how we can create a flex card, what are its data sources, and we will see about data fields and how we can use it. So in your when you will get your org, so from app launcher you can simply search for Omni Studio Flex Card or simply Flex Card, and once you click on it, you will land to this page. So once you are in this page, you have to click on New button. So here you have to provide the details of the Flex Card. So here the name will be the name of the Flex Card which you will give. So for now I will give test one, and it will pick up the title from the name. And then here we have theme section. Basically theme defines like what kind of UI your flex card will be supporting. So here we have two type of themes. First is lightning and second is newport. So lightning is the Salesforce UI which we generally see, and newport is the velocity UI. So there is some minor differences, but yeah, you can select the themes as per your need basis. Then we have author over here. So basically this is your company name which you will be feeding in your all credentials request, like here company name, and that will be mapped over here. So the company name is the author name over here. Then here we have one option named as is child card. So when you will enable the this is child card option, so you will be able to add this flex card in any of the other flex card. So this will act like a child flex card for other flex cards. But for now, for since this is our first video, I will simply deselect it so that we can simply see how the things are working on. So once you have filled the name and select the theme and decided whether it will be a child card or not, you have to simply click on next. So here you will see the data sources. So FlexCard supports multiple data sources, or you can say multiple type of data sources, by the help of which we can feed data in our FlexCard. So here we have SQL query, SOSL search, Apex remote, REST, data raptor, REST, integration procedure, streaming API, custom, and SDK. So there are multiple options, and you can see one line description also over here, like what type of data source it will pick up when you are selecting any one of them. So for now, we will go with SQL query. So once you select this, so we will simply click on next. So now since we have selected SQL query, here we have to write the query. So what I will do, I will simply write one simple query. So this is our query which we are given. So what I am doing, I am simply fetching one account record from our Salesforce org. So when you click on next, so here you will see able to see all the required parameters for testing or find the value. So let's suppose if you selected any other data sources. So here you have to give the runtime values, like if you have selected IP, then you have to give the context value and everything else. But for our case scenario, nothing is needed over here. So what I will do, I will simply click on fetch. So what fetch does is like it retrieves the data which you feed it in the previous step. So in our case, it is account. So this is the JSON how the account will look like. So once you click on save, it will create your flex card and we will be able to work on it. So let it spin up. So this is our canvas of our flex card. So in this canvas, in header section, you can see author name, version number, status, whether it is cloned from some other flex card or not, whether it is a child flex card, and the theme. So now here this section which we are seeing over here, this section is known as state. So your flex card can have many state as per the need basis. It can have active state, blank state. It can have any number of states which you want. So active is the one which will be there by default by our flex card, and you can do the needful operation as per need basis. So now what we'll do, we will simply go to build and we'll expand the field section. So in this field section, you will get all the values which is fed from the data source. Like we have given ID and name in our SQL query, so the same will be shown over here. You can see the same in the setup also. In setup, if you scroll down, so here you can see data source, and here also if you want, you can change the data source as per the need basis. And here is the query. So here is the query. So now what we can do, you can simply save and fetch here also, or you can modify the query over here, and here also you can see what is the result over here, like this. And you click on OK. This is one of the important parameter resolution path which we will discuss later. So basically what it does is like, let's suppose if you selected some complex data source like IP or Apex remote. So in that case, you will not simply get one record. You will get a list of objects over there. So what you can specify over here, the name of the node, and that same node value it will be fetched over here. So in our case, since it is an SQL query, it is simple enough. So these two values which you are seeing over here, ID and name, these are known as the data fields. So what you can either simply do, you can simply drag the ID over here, a- and here you can give this necessary information like element name, label. So label can be anything which you want. So let's suppose I will paste here account ID. So it will change dynamically the account ID over here. Then we have output parameter placeholder. We do not want placeholder, so we'll keep it as blank. And then this is how the data field will be mapped over here. We can simply drag name also, and name is already there, so we are good over here. So now the major thing which we need to notice is like the flex card, or you can say any Omni Studio UI component works on grid system, and grid system says that every screen is divided into 12 layers. So you can see we can simply drag it over here. So what I will do, I will simply make it as 6 components so that it will be in the same line. So this is how the data will look. Our and every Omni Studio tool supports what you see what you get editor. So whatever you are seeing over here, that same will be seen in our actual UI also. So what you can do, you can simply click on preview, and here in runtime it will do the simulation how it will actually look like in our UI, and you will be seeing over here. So this is how it will look in our UI, account ID and name. And then if you're satisfied with your output, you have to simply click on activate. So on activation, what it will do, this flex card will be generating a background LWC. So in runtime, what it does is like, it will simply create one LWC component for you, and then that will be visible over here. So now once you activate your flex card, here you will get the publish option. So in publish option, you will get many parameters to choose with. So master label, like what is will be the label of your flex card. Then here you can select the targets, like where your flex card will be shown, like app page, home page, record page. Moreover, here you can also select an image which will be shown at the top of the flex card. Like you can see over here, we have crown icon. So similarly, your flex card will have also icon if you place the SVG over here. So this is about the first session. So since it's our first session, I will keep it short. So this is how the flex card will be created, and the data fields will be mapped in our flex card. In our coming videos, we will discuss more flex card component, or we will also discover different other tools which is provided by Omni Studio, and we will work on them. So yeah, that's pretty much for today's session. Hopefully, you will be liking this session very much, because in this entire series we will be working on hands-on components. So yeah, that's pretty much for today. Thank you very much. Signing off.